We rolled out some awesome retrospective features this week, so I wanted to record a quick video and kind of demo those to you. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that we have actually done away with our retrospective waiting room. So previously, all the participants would join the waiting room, and then when the host was ready, they would kick off the retrospective, and then everybody could come into the sprint ratings, fill out the sprint ratings, add cards to the retro board. So now with the waiting room gone, you can just join the retro at any time throughout the sprint and add cards ready for the meeting. So if you have an idea mid-sprint that you want to talk about in retro, you don't have to keep a note and remember it. You can just come into the retro, add it, and then it will show when the team has the retro later in the sprint. The next thing I want to show, which also helps with the facilitation of retros, is the participant statuses. So you'll see we've moved the presence avatars to the top right of the screen instead of in each tab. So here I can see that myself, Mike, Keegan, and Andrew are present in this retro. We've actually added a I'm done button to the retro board so that when people have finished adding cards, they will see an I'm done button here where I see the advanced team button because I'm the host. So when they're finished, they'll hit I'm done, their avatars will go green, and then as the host, I know everybody is finished and ready to move on. Similarly in the voting stage. So you can see here, Andrew and Mike have green avatars, which means they've used all 5 of their votes. Keegan has a yellow avatar, so that means he's still voting. So I know I need to wait a little bit more time for Keegan to finish voting before we move on. Or I can prompt Keegan and say, hey Keegan, you need to cast the rest of your votes. Next thing is sprint rating trends. So now you can actually see how your average sprint ratings are this retrospective compared to the last retrospective you ran. So we'll show an arrow up if it's better than your last retrospective, an arrow down if it's not as good, and then an equals here if it's the same as last retro. Another kind of feature we've added for the host of retros is the ability to leave without having to set somebody else as the host of the retro, which could be annoying and kind of like keep you trapped in the retro previously. So if I actually try to leave, I can leave without changing the host, and I will actually remain the host of this retro. But if somebody else joins, they can take over as host if they need to. And then finally, we added the ability to complete, edit, and delete action items from previous retros. So this is a closed retro that I created earlier as a test. I can come through here and I can mark things as complete. I can edit them. And I can delete them, like so. Let us know what you think. I hope you like the new features.